Hello, hello, happy eclipse season. If you've been feeling really fucking exhausted, that's probably why. We had a full moon lunar eclipse on, what day was that? September 7th in Pisces. And we have the solar eclipse on the 21st in Virgo. These eclipses are tied to two previous eclipses over the last 18 months. So look back to last year, last September, when these eclipses were going on. And that is the start of some changes that were happening that have been brewing for the past year. And 6 months ago in March, we had the eclipse in the full moon eclipse in Pisces, in Virgo. So look back at March and look back at last September to see what things were going on. Look back at your conversations during that time. Look back at the pictures that you took, the videos, everything that you experienced during that time, and really just see how that ties into what's going on in your life today. And this is a 2-week little portal that we're in here. So again, September 7th through September 21st. And I'm going to pull a few cards to just give us a little bit of guidance here during this time. This is a really intense time in astrology. We have all of the outer planets shifting signs. So that's a very rare occurrence. And just really means all signs point to giant change, big revolutionary changes. Go figure, who would have guessed that that's what we're up against. So the first card that came out of the deck is the Five of Cups. So this is an energy of remembering what you have, sort of pulling things together that you have to be grateful for in this moment, and realizing that there may be things that you haven't received yet, but through the gratitude of the thing that you do currently have, this other thing can show up. And this feels a little bit more like it's in the emotional realm. This eclipse that we just had was in Pisces. The full moon was in Pisces. So this rules a lot of our emotions and our feelings and our intuition and the unseen realms. So being grateful about what you have in the unseen, being grateful about the energies that exist around you, or just the feelings that you have, being grateful for how they show you different parts of yourself. And yeah, so just keeping in mind that your emotions are something to be grateful for, because they help us lead to deeper things, to deeper partnerships, and just to growth, personal growth. And we'll see what comes out here next. And we have the Two of Wands. So this is just honoring the emotional growth that you have already had in the past year. So again, go back to last year, last September, and see where you were at emotionally, and see if you have had any growth in that year. Most of us probably have. If you haven't, you should probably do some work. And this is sort of an invitation to go out into the world with the emotional growth that you carry. This is like taking the wisdoms that you have learned through your own emotions and being able to use them out in the world. So not being afraid to let others in the world see these emotions, see this vulnerability in you, and tapping into those emotions more, being able to use your emotions to navigate through the world, and being able to use your intuition to navigate through the world. Not everything is going to be so logical. And then we have the Ten of Wands. So this is a really strong energy for reforming your belief systems. This is a lot of mental scattering almost, and sort of putting a death to that mental scattering, sort of quieting the mind in order to find a new belief that works best for you. And again, reference a year ago, reference 6 months ago. See what you were journaling about, see what you were speaking about with your people, and see what has changed for you, or what is been opened, so that you can bring in more change in your mental space. and in what you believe in this world. I think the biggest takeaway from this is really letting your emotions drive your thoughts. And I know that that's what we've been conditioned to not do, but I would really love to invite everyone to bring more of your emotions into your decision making. Listen to your body when you make decisions. Don't just come from the mind, please. And let's see, I think there's one more card that wants to come out. The Fool. The Fool is always showing up. I think as we move through this revolutionary period, the Fool is going to be something that is big on all of our hearts. This is the first card in the tarot deck. This is the beginning of the journey, the start of a new chapter. And with these eclipses in Pisces and Virgo, like we've been having, it is very much out with the old ways of thinking and reasoning, and very much in the new ways of feeling and sensing. So Pisces is more about the intuitive, unseen realms, and Virgo is more about the day-to-day mundane tasks that we're going to do to get through life. And it's more about your habits and your routines. And Pisces and Virgo are opposite each other, so they balance one another out. And we currently have the North Node in Pisces as well that was conjunct this eclipse. And the North Node is the placement of just like soul purpose. So collectively, all of us are moving towards a soul purpose of Pisces energy, where we're learning how to trust the intuition a little bit more and just lean into spirituality a little bit more. And we're moving away from the Virgo mentality of needing everything to be proven by logic. So that plays out differently in each one of your charts, depending on where you have Pisces and Virgo and where this eclipse hits your chart. But collectively, this is what we're doing. This is a very fool's journey. I think I had a reading a few months ago that was really big on this card as well. And it's just a reminder that this is a huge wiping of a slate in this world and just calling in something new. And a lot of times that makes people feel like a fool because you're walking into the unknown. So again, trust your wisdoms, trust your intuition, see what you're missing, be grateful for what you have, and don't be afraid to be a fool. Don't be afraid to start over. Happy eclipse. See ya.